Imagine watching Alien for the first time in 1979. The overwhelming shock and horrific atmosphere people must have felt. It's an experience many would love to have one day themselves, and I'm here to say that if another film does create this feeling, it won't be another Alien movie. Hi, I'm Ross, and I love movies. Usually. Case in point, if there's one film I would never willingly pay to see in a movie theatre again, is another Alien movie. The last time I walked into one of these expecting a terrifying, suspenseful, and eerie experience, I was greeted with this.
Watch me. I'll do the fingering.
But that is only one hilarious exchange among a long list of problems with Alien Covenant. Although the interesting thing is, the reason this film is so ineffective can't really be blamed on a specific person or filmmaker, as I believe a lot of these things are impossible to really fix. For decades, Hollywood has tried to create this once-in-a-lifetime film into a massive franchise, and they have failed disastrously every time. And I'm here to explain that maybe we should stop trying to do that permanently, because after overlooking the Alien films, most notably Alien Covenant, I think that making another scary Alien film is an impossibility. Why? Well, let's just jump into it. So, I'll just come out and say it. Fact 1. The Alien is not scary anymore. I'm sorry, but the truth is, not much people I come across these days are terrified of this thing. It just isn't scary anymore. Like, look, okay, the Xenomorph still looks amazing. It's possibly one of the most creative and badass designs of all time. It has this Lovecraftian vibe, and the fact this thing was literally made out of Ridley Scott's nightmares is pretty cool. However, then pop culture got a hand on this thing. It's been over-commercialized and overexposed to hell. It follows the trend a ton of famous horror icons do, being how the internet makes so much weird parodies and fan art of it that you eventually become desensitized to this creature. Hell, this guy made an entire video of examples. Like, look at this adorable fan art. Truth is, I can no longer see this thing and not be reminded of this. Aww. It's so cute. Aww. Now, I understand this isn't a filmmaker's fault, and because of how out of hand it is, you can't really fix this problem by making another movie. It's just a tragic situation that studios have to accept. The majority are desensitized to this thing. So don't be surprised when the audiences aren't scared of this thing they're so used to seeing. Heck, this happens with almost every horror movie franchise. Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street are infamous for this reason. They are now viewed as dumb entertainment that nobody is terrified of anymore. And although it isn't as bad as those, public opinion is certainly racing in that direction, especially with the recent installment. Horror franchises are just destined to fail on the principle alone. You can't use the same shock tactics on the same monster twice and get the same reaction. We've already had that. As weird as it is to realise, the Alien franchise will likely never be scary again to reoccurring viewers. All the suspense is just gone. Think about it. A big part of why I at least loved the first one as a kid, yeah, I saw it as a kid, kind of a big mistake on my part, is because of the idea of the unknown, the unpredictability of what this creature can do, what it's capable of, and what does it even look like. These questions invite intrigue and terror, and by the end of that film, all of these things have been answered. Everybody in the target demographic knows what this thing looks like, and we know what it can do, and therefore, all of the shocking moments I know already. Facehugger comes out of a person, oh my god, grows up and then it kills a lot of people. Bam! That's the entire plot of Alien Covenant. Riveting. Or maybe it would have been.
If they already know everything walking into the cinema.
The fear of the unknown doesn't exist in Alien movies anymore. If we know what will happen, then why be surprised when it happens? You can't even take out these elements, because they're all the things people associate with Alien. You can still make a creepy atmosphere, but I can't imagine a payoff ever surpassing expectations, always leaving a meh reaction when the credits roll. I commented on this idea of unpredictability being dead in this franchise, and a lot of people seem to agree. So, at this point in time, I'm pretty convinced that, as a scary film, Alien will continue to fail every time. So how about returning to James Cameron's vision as opposed to Ridley Scott's? Personally, I think that could work. Keep the aliens badass and film some great action. If the Xenomorph fails to terrify me, it could still entertain me.
What are you talking about, Ross? James Cameron ruined the franchise. James Cameron ruined it. How dare you suggest that?
However, while I'm saying this, I'm betting tons would disagree with me. many prefer Alien as a suspenseful horror. There's a huge divide over what an Alien film should be, action or horror. And so there's the bottom line. You can't satisfy every Alien fan, nor can you surpass the nostalgic feelings that their favourite one has. So why make an Alien film at all, as opposed to just taking inspiration from one of the two source materials and make something original? And the answer you're probably thinking is, money. And yeah, I guess that's kind of true. But the reality is, the box office has never been all that great for Alien sequels, apart from James Cameron's, of course. Although they always gain great attraction worldwide, they often underperform domestically. Alien Covenant had a 71% box office drop. The Emoji Movie only had a 30% box office drop. Aliens aren't all that reliable for being huge successes. 20th Century Fox have plenty of franchises that make more money than them, like Deadpool or X-Men or Die Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. Hey, let's look at Prometheus. Now I'll say it, I really like this film. Its atmosphere, themes, and dialogue are very enjoyable to me, even if all the scientists are pretty stupid. Like, Jesus Christ, they're stupid. The funny thing is, whenever they reference Alien, it sucked.
How strange.
But notice how little Alien was featured, and how the marketing for Memory basically advertised this as just a sci-fi movie, and was huge regardless of how little Alien was actually in it. What I guess I'm trying to say is, stop making Alien movies and start focusing on original horrors or original action. There's nothing to explore. It's too simple of a concept to milk, it just is. And nothing about it scares me or excites mass audiences anymore. They should have ended this series with only 2 films. I'd really like to see Hollywood make original sci-fi films. I think it would benefit Fox, Ridley Scott, and audiences craving something new. Because right now, everybody's laughing at how tainted this franchise already is. Don't dig your own grave too deep, Ridley Scott. Oh god, really?
And where down we go.
Hello, I'm Deep Voice and I'm here to tell you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, it's really good. I just hit 100 subscribers. I think that's a good thing. But still, please, I do actually put a lot of effort into these, and it would really be nice to maybe grow a little bit more. I've been doing really good so far, so, hey, goodbye.
Nailed it.